2013 saw us on our way again to Vietnam. After arriving at Dalat Airport, we are on the road for the 35-minute trip from the airport through the highlands to the city. As we get closer, we pass the market gardens and flower hothouses. Dalat is famous for its flowers. We descend into the city, past the old French-style houses, still there from long ago, past the man-made lake in the city centre, past the markets, through the busy traffic, until we turn into the street where our hotel is. This is our 5th visit to Vietnam, and the education group in 2013 consisted of Diane, Gary, Alison and Narelle, with Mark helping out on some days and taking photos. The team worked well together, being supportive, kind and sensitive to those that we work with a great ability to retain a sense of humour with the unexpected challenges that came along. Which was just as well, because we seemed to hit the ground running and stay that way throughout the 2.5 weeks. We started at Camley Minority Children's Home. We could see some changes had occurred since our last visit 12 months ago. They have more children staying with them. About 20 new children arrived at the beginning of the year. They were from a poor village about 130 kilometres away and were not able to go to school. Sister Dow and her deputy, Sister Tran, explained that they now have 60 children. Last year there were 50. With the support of MESH, a Newcastle East Public School, Camley's sister school, the last 2 years have seen improvements to the buildings, giving them better sleeping rooms and a dining area, a water bore to help with the water bills and sanitation. This has enabled them to accept more children. They are also getting more support from the community with food donations. They asked us for a freezer to help store the food. Future plans are to get more water tanks to help with a market garden for fruit, vegetables and coffee for them to use and to sell what is left over. After a Skype link with Newcastle East Public School failed, we set up a conferencing computer to allow a video link between Camley and Newcastle East. We took some children's books that were donated by the author, and these were very well received. We were invited to play some games with them. We were not good at these, but had a great time. Our interpreters were having too much fun to always translate what was happening, so we just tried to follow along, though not always successfully. Their link to Australia is very important to them. The boys are still wearing their Socceroo shirts that we gave them last year. We had several visits there during our stay, and it was great to see them feeling a little more secure, a little more relaxed, and so very happy. Next we move on to Happiness House. The children were looking well and happy to join in the games and activities. The sisters' caring concern for their children is easy to see, as is their sense of humour and fun. They tell us that our annual visit is very looked forward to. The usual ice cream trip is a highlight, as was Alison's parachute, and dancing Gangnam Style. It is wonderful to see them enjoy the things that we do with them. Even the shy ones enjoy themselves. Lam Dong Blind Association. They were well organised here and waiting for us, which was great. The younger group with Gary, Diane and Alison were very energetic and picked up on the games and songs quickly. Diane's kangaroo was a hit with everyone, including a visiting VIP Buddhist who sang songs with kangaroo beside him. The older group were very motivated. They had been practicing our lessons from last year, and they were able to learn simple English instructions for their massage clients. We progressed to role play with them.
Hello Alison, my name is Dan, and
which is a great way to get a massage.
Meanwhile, Alison.
These people are a delight to work with, and there's always something to laugh about. One of our interpreters named Lena and her friend Stephen became quite involved with them, and they have continued lessons twice a week since we have left. The manager of the association, Mr. Chung, spoke to us about his plans to build a cafe on their grounds, and that it was to be a place where people with any disability could work and earn a living. It is also hoped to attract massage clients to the association, where it is easier for them to work, rather than in the unfamiliar surrounds of the hotels. It would also be a place for them to play their beautiful music. Proceeds would help support the Blind Association. We will stay in touch with Mr. Chung and monitor his progress with plans and approval, because Mesh may be able to help with this project. It was lovely to see some old faces again, and there was great excitement, as 2 of the residents were getting married. We were invited to go, but it was after we left, so they sent us some photographs. The Blind Association, together with Happiness House, are participating in a trial Oz Harvest in Dalat, which Mesh has set up for now. Its success depends directly on the people involved being able to run it themselves, and will be reviewed in 12 months' time. Sister Nya is very happy about this, and we were asked for a larger fridge so they could store the food. The Institute for the Hearing Impaired. We visited here as Gary and Diane are teachers of the deaf in Australia, and they learnt some sign language, Vietnamese style. The Institute make their own uniforms, and we were shown the beautiful embroidery work that they do. This was a lovely community that was well resourced and organised, so they do not really need our help here. Our mascot, as usual, was a great icebreaker. The unexpected included meeting an American in a cafe who gave us his bike for one of the communities that we work with. He was very kind and wanted to remain anonymous. So Sister Dow at Kamlee is very happy with her new bike, named Bill. Over the last 5 years we have met and worked with some wonderful people. And indeed, many have become friends. The communities we work with are inspiring with their positive attitudes. There is no welfare state here. They have to do it for themselves, and they do the best they can. So with your support, we can help them to a better way of life.